Hi, and welcome to Happy Fisherman Adventures.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.
This episode is from last weekend, which was a long weekend, and we went to Portland with Jordan and Lucy, and we had an awesome time.
Jordan, my son Jordan, obviously was with us about 3 years ago, and he caught his first tuna with us on the boat. And this time Jordan came with his partner Lucy, and we were hoping to get some tuna. Unfortunately, we were not successful, but we had heaps of plans B and plan C, so let's watch the first video. And here we go. It is long weekend, and Friday, straight after work, we were on our way to Portland. We in Alice Tree. I offload all my heavy gear. I got my deep dropping gear with us, so we were ready. With us this time, my son Jordan and his girlfriend Lucy, and as you can see in the morning, I made them have their bananas before they go on the boat. I'm not superstitious, but hey, what's safe, it's safe. So in the morning you could not expect a better day. Beautiful, calm sea. We were at the boat ramp very early, and there was lots of people already out before the sunrise. Our mission today was to get some live bait in the harbour, then take off to Minerva Reef, then Julia Reef, and even further if we have to, and try and find some tuna. So let's see how we go. Jordan was very happy, he was excited to be with us, and he was hoping that we can get Lucy onto a tuna. About 3 years ago, Jordan and Dorian, both of my sons were with me, and they got their first tuna back then. So now he was hoping to get Lucy onto one, and he was very excited and quite positive. So our first stop, getting live bait, kinda worked, because first Jordan gets and gurnet, and as you can see, you don't have to leave the harbour. In the harbour there is a lot of stuff. So this gurnet has to go back because we didn't just want to take it with us. They're beautiful to eat, I have to be honest, but it was a bit small, and to put it in a live bite, carry it with us and get stabbed, it's nightmare. If that thing touches you a little bit, it's nightmare. But then Lucy was on what we wanted. There is a first slimy mackerel. We were targeting slimies and yuccas, of course, so if by any chance kingfish pops up or tuna doesn't want to have a bar on our lures, we can actually put a livey out there. Unfortunately in the harbour we get sometimes small pinkies as well, but there is plenty bait in the harbour. And yeah, from salmon, yuccas, slimy mackerel, sometimes even garfish, they all come inside this harbour. So that's why we actually stopped, just to grab some liveys just in case. Saying that, it's also fun for Lucy and Jordan just to catch this live bait, as they never caught fish after fish, as you can see here, and they were already happy. Somehow today pinkies dominated, but we did get quite a few slimy mackerel, and yeah, I was happy. That was enough for us, just in case that, as I say, tuna or kingfish do not want to touch our lures, we can use live bait. At the same time, if we do decide just to do some bottom bashing for gummies or anything else, if we don't see any tuna, well, we got fresh bait. After about half an hour and a bit of mucking around, we decided to go. So first stop was around Minerva Reef. Then we looked all around there. We had no sign of tuna, well, no sign of birds, no sign of anything. So we moved on further to Julia Reef. Now we scanned Julia Reef up and down, but again, I got nothing on the sounder. We had nothing beside a couple birds that we saw just lying down on the water. I did put the lures on just in case, and we trawled for a bit and we were on our way to Lady Percy Island.
Well, as you saw in the first video, unfortunately we didn't get any tuna, but we did go to Julia Percy Island and we ended up doing some bottom bashing.
Yeah.
We caught heaps of small reef fish. That's about it.
Which we used for bait, was a good bait. But we decided, well, we went back and we met up with JJ and Charlie. They even tried to find some tuna for us and just tell us if they see some tuna or, locate some tuna. We met up Moses and his brother from Ballarat. They tried hard as well. They were unsuccessful. So the very next morning, we were at the ramp. We met up with Mark and Lee, and actually last day over there, they got a good micro shark and a nice sling, good on them. And yeah, on this next video you're going to see, we end up at the shelf and we were deep dropping. Well, after we scanned all around the Lady Percy Island, we couldn't see any tuna. So we decided to stop, maybe try for a gummy or do some bottom bashing. We did have the big rods out for gummy or snapper, but Jordan and Lucy, they were just having fun bottom bashing and we were getting barber perch, wrasse and slimy mackerel left, right and center. Definitely barber perch was dominating. And we got quite a few of them. They are actually not bad to eat. They're small fish and they do suffer from barometric pressure. So when you bring them out, you'll see they got like a balloon in their mouth and you have to poke that before you send them back. Otherwise, they're just gonna stay on top of the water and float. Saying that, they make a good bite for gummy as well. So we kept few. We did spend about half an hour here and then we went around Lady Percy Island and we were on our way towards the Julia Reef. As we got around the island, on the north side of the island, we saw some birds flying. And some of them were actually even dipping, but we could not see tuna. We tried, we had our trolling lures on, but no tuna. Mima even jumped on the gunnels to actually see where the birds are going and we followed them, but just no play today. Tuna was not playing the game, so bad luck for us. We did about 40 minutes of trolling. There was other boats in the area. They were doing exactly the same thing, but nobody hooked up. So it was time to pack up and go back. When we got to the boat ramp, we met with my friend JJ and his partner and his brother Charlie. And Charlie actually today dedicated his day to go and find some tuna for us. And of course, if he finds us, he's gonna call us. But he did the miles as well and he couldn't find them anyway. They had no luck. We actually managed to get a pike trolling, but we didn't film because we didn't even know he's there. So Jordan volunteered to actually clean the fish. In meantime, we were ready to go and meet up with some of our followers. And yeah, they from Ballarat. Moses rang me and asked me if we can meet us, and here we go.
Excellent. Thanks very much. You too.
I watched your video yesterday, and at the end you said we're going to Portland weekend. That's why when I got quickly contacted you.
Well, we're here today and tomorrow, and then maybe, because last time when Obi was with us, me and Mima and Obi got, first day out we got one, and then we got that was Saturday. Sunday, nothing. And Monday morning, said, oh, Obi goes back home because he come with his car. So he left, me and Mima got out, not even 10 minutes. We put him on, 2 and 2, and come out. Oh shit. And I called him, I said, and he was queuing.
The very next morning, our mission was to go and do some deep dropping. The water is calm as the weather's just been really good to us. And yeah, it was a perfect opportunity to go to the shelf. Just before that, we met with Mark and Lee, and they actually tried hard yesterday for tuna and that and had not much luck. So they're gonna do another run today, and then the very next day, most likely they're gonna go and do deep dropping as well. Our destination today was the Horseshoe. That's about 40 kilometers from Portland, and over there we do the deep dropping in about 300 to 600 meter depth. As we were traveling there, we obviously observed if we can see some bus stops, some tunas, some birds, anything. But all we saw is dolphins, more dolphins, and more dolphins. There was pods of dolphins everywhere. Here is a short underwater footage what Mima recorded, so it gives you some idea what was happening there. In all honesty, we were happy when we saw the bus stops because we were thinking tuna everywhere, but unfortunately no tuna. One good thing is that Lucy and Jordan were very excited to see dolphins. Anyway, we didn't have much time to waste, so we kept going. We were kinda halfway to the shelf.
Well, in the very next video, you're going to see we got our first ever ribbon fish.
Let's watch the next video. Well, as we got there, we set up the cameras, we start getting the bait ready, we had 2 kilo sinkers ready, and slowly we were excited to see what we're gonna get today. The 2 key points of deep dropping, and the best thing about it is, one, you never know what's coming up. And the second, whatever comes up, it's great to eat. The fish that comes from the bottom is actually amazing. So either jamfish, either blue-eye trevella or pinkling, it's just amazing to eat. The setup that I'm using today, it's Tanacom 1200 and Shimano Beastmaster, that they both can hold over 1000 meters of line. I would suggest do not just go and buy stuff and just pretend you know what you're doing. Go and talk to Mick at Hooked on Bait and Tackle, or talk to George at Complete Angling in Denmark, and get the right stuff. Get it once and get it right, because it's quite expensive, and if you get it wrong and you don't have enough line or something else is going on, you just wasted your money. Any of these dedicated fishing stores and privately owned fishing stores are actually your best option and your number one stop for all the advice, because those people first are fishers, so they fish as well. Those people actually look after their customers, and those people can give you not just the actual which rod and reel to buy, but can give you advice where to go, what to chase, what bait to use, and heaps of advice on any kind of fishing. So that's why we like these kind of stores. You'll notice that when you deep drop, you'll move quite a few times, and then you got scavengers like this green eye shark. Apparently, everybody calls it a pest. There's millions of them down there, and yeah, you'll catch some, but most of the time they'll just eat your bait. And you don't even know that happened. One thing, you have to be careful because they got these spikes on the back of the dorsal fin and the back fin. So yeah, just when you handle it, just make sure you stay away from those spikes because they can hurt. Then we got our first nibble and Mima got it. So let's see. When these reels are programmed properly, they actually slow down and they stop about 10 meters away. So you have to manually wind that last 10 meters. And this time we got this big, long silver thing. It is called ribbon fish. It's very skinny, but it is good to eat. Our first keeper. And then this happened. You couldn't see from that angle, so have a look. Mima decided to give me a slapper. Anyway, it wasn't serious, and he has Jordan proud with our first catch.
In the next video, you're going to see we also got a jamfish.
And in the previous video, you've seen how I got smacked with a gaff. Anyway, we kept going, and what do you know, Mima is on again. Unfortunately, again one of those sharks. We had quite a few of them today, and yeah, they're not fun. They actually destroy your bait. So it makes it hard to fish, but it's their territory, they live there, so you have to put up with them, and that's all it is to it. But then straight away we got another fish.
Is he recording? It's a gem. It's a gem.
You go.
No, it's at the top. Hold on.
As you can see, Jordan was very excited. That's his first gem fish. So he's catching all these species that he never even knew that they exist. And yeah, as I mentioned before, you never know what comes up. And a lot of these fish are great to eat. And gemfish is one of them. We did a couple more drops after this. We kept trying. And all we got is those green-eye sharks. We made a decision to leave and go and do some deep dropping in 45 meters again, this time just behind Lawrence Rock. And on our way, again, we've seen plenty dolphins. At the reef behind the Lawrence Rock, all we got is barber perch after barber perch and heaps more barber perch. It really didn't matter. Jordan and Lucy had fun, and that's all it is about. We're out there to be happy, to have fun and enjoy the day. We spent about half an hour there and we decided it's time to go and maybe go to the pub and have something to eat. Then the very next morning, which is now already Monday, just before we go home, we decided to go on the water again. This time we met Luis and Dominic, our friends. We had a bit of chat. We went towards Narrawong River just to see if any bus stops. Nothing did happen, so we were on the way to Kink this time. The Kink is a little bit more east and it's about 50 kilometers from Portland. The area we're fishing today is only about 230 to about 350 meters, so let's give it a go. Here we had more bites and quite more excitement happening all the time.
That was weird.
Well, Jordan was winding, my reel was hitting, and then Jordan was very happy. Have a look.
Hey, Drew. Hey, fish. Okay. Perfect.
That's very nice. You see anything?
Oh, we've got something.
Oh, nice
Snapper, is it? No.
And what do you know, our first fish of the day was Queen Snapper. Queen Snapper is another quality table fish, and yeah, you find them in waters between 100 to about 400 meters, and yeah, very, very, very nice fish.
Well, Saturday and Sunday we spent in Portland, and Monday we were gonna come back home, but the weather was just too good, so we had to go out and do some more deep dropping.
And you're gonna see Jordan actually managed to get a ribbon fish, and he was impressed. Ribbon fish or frosty fish. If you Google up, you'll find out what they are. They're awesome to eat. We tried it. It's
really nice.
Buttery and that. There doesn't look like much flake on it, so you can't fillet it. You cut them in pieces, but they're actually really good. So let's watch next video.
Oh, that just come off?
It looks like it just came off.
As you could just see, we lost something big. We had a big fish on, but he managed to break an 80-pound braid. So yeah, unfortunately these things do happen. We did tie up the drag as the reel was sleeping quite a bit, but that actually put too much pressure on the actual line, and whatever was on the other end got the better of us.
Pulling it. Wait, it's not winding. Yeah,
Again, something really big, and we're struggling. The reel's struggling, the battery is struggling. It's actually, the reel got a little bit hot, but we only got about 40 meters to go. And here, another bad luck. We run out of battery. So now, hand winding while I actually grab the leads and try to hook it up to our boat battery. Jordan took over so he can put some pressure on the fish while I was looking for the cables. This fish again felt very big and very powerful. It just was ridiculous how much pressure he was putting on. So far we are in control and we still got about 30 meters before we can see that fish. But then this fish was not happy and here we go.
No way. Ripped another one, baby.
This fish was definitely not a blue eye or a ling because they don't put that much pressure. They're not that heavy compared to what we just had online. It must have been a shark or who knows what. But this time he actually ripped the hook from the crimp. I bought these setups online from Tasmania and unfortunately the crimp wasn't done properly. Well, bad luck, we kept going. And here, while we were bringing the fish up, Mima was doing selfies. Unfortunately, that fish was a green eye shark, but Jordan had something else on his rod. This time, well, another ribbon fish. I was quite awkward to reach to this one, but we somehow managed. I grabbed the line, Jordan grabbed the gaff, and we had another ribbon fish in the boat. This one was actually even bigger than the one yesterday. And yeah, Jordan was happy, Lucy was happy, and it was time to take some photos. It's fair to say that we tried. We kept trying from one road, another road, coming back to the same spots and that. Unfortunately, all we got is green eye sharks. So it was time to go home and back to Melbourne. Guys, thanks for your support. People that purchased our t-shirts, our hoodies, we saw a few of them actually in Portland. It was very good to see that. Thank you heaps.
And once again, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and supporting us by commenting and liking.
See you next time.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish. And I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman. And I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.